Another problematic subject was actually the fourth year because we thought of civic, no, of economic citizenship because we knew that fourth year high school social studies had economics. And I think what we had in mind was something similar to a subject which the first president of UANP was teaching, which was economic citizenship. In fact, this was a subject that he was teaching to the was teaching as the obligatory economics subject, which now I'm not sure whether this was something required by CHED or if it was something required by UANP. I don't know. No? Maybe it was required by, I think it was required by CHED. So we had something like that in mind. However, I recall that in the first years of SETS, we quickly saw that the economic subject, in fact, had practically no connection to the lives of the students, especially if they came from poor parts of the country. You know? All of these theories of macroeconomics and so on. Right? On the other hand, what we saw was that because of the very real problem of poverty, it was better to give the students ideas about entrepreneurship. So it slowly morphed into a subject on entrepreneurship, so that to teach the children in some way to take control of their own lives by starting little businesses.
So,
Yeah.
what's it? How is it like being one of the speakers of SETS? Like, do you also learn from the teachers?
Oh yeah, no, it was very exciting because we really didn't know what to expect. And I personally lectured on Pag-ibig sa Tinubuang Bayan. And I have ideas about Philippine history and citizenship which are hardly mainstream. So the teachers would get very upset and we would have very strong discussions. Well, I should amend that, no? Because we had very exciting discussions in the very first year of SETS. We had very exciting discussions in NCR and in the Luzon leg of the workshops. But when we brought it to the Visayas, they were very laid back, you know, as if what we were telling them was nothing new, no? Which was basically that the Philippines was not yet a nation and it was in the process of formation. In other words, for them, for the people in the Visayas, this was something obvious. No? Whereas for people in the NCR, they bristled. This was something even insulting. No? And then for the people in Luzon, they got very excited because, oh, we always thought it was the opposite, etc. No? And then we were nervous about Muslim Mindanao because the Mindanao leg was targeted for the Muslim provinces. No? The Christian provinces of Mindanao were invited to attend the Visayan leg. No? So we were very excited about Mindanao because we expected them to bring out their firearms or their swords and so on. And this was not the case at all. They were very happy to hear what we were saying, and very excited by what we were presenting to them. They were very participative in the discussions, and they brought up all sorts of problems which nobody in Luzon and Visayas ever brought up. And then they even asked to sing the national anthem at the end of that first set. They were the only group of teachers that asked to do that. So, yeah, daming learning experiences, in these 4 different parts of the Philippines. And then later on, when we repeated the workshops in different parts of the Philippines, and we've done that, really throughout Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon. Ang dami naming natutunan. Because also our Q&As were real dialogues between the speakers and the teachers. I used to attend the other lectures of the SETS program. Later on, we developed 2 lectures, introductory lectures to the SETS, or if you want, a very long introductory lecture divided into 2 parts, which were on the topics: the Philippines is not yet a nation, and then the Philippines is not yet a democracy. So, wow, we had fantastic Q&As with that.
So, do you think there is a connection between what you're doing in SETS and the negative discourse that we've been having on the past elections, like the view of the people and the rule of law?
Absolutely. If people attended our SET seminars, they would not have been behaving the way that they were, on social media or in newspapers, in news programs.